Hi friends, welcome to my channel, Ashman's Golden Chest of Stories. So today I am going to continue stories from our mythology called the Dash Avatar, meaning 10 incarnations of Lord Vishnu. I will tell you about each avatar in every upcoming episode. So friends, before I start, please don't forget to like, subscribe and share this video. Lord Vishnu is one of the Hindu trinity that includes Brahma and Shiva. He is the supreme being who creates, protects and transforms the universe. He is depicted as sleeping on the coils of the serpent Adishesh, who represents time, floating in the primeval ocean of milk called Ksir Sagar with his wife goddess Lakshmi. Whenever the world is threatened with evil, chaos and destructive forces, Lord Vishnu descends in the form of an incarnation to restore the cosmic order and protect Dharam. So today I will tell you about this fourth avatar, the Narasimha avatar, the body of a man and a face of a lion. After Lord Varaha killed Hiranyaksha, it brought a lot of relief to the gods in heaven and humans on earth. Hiranyaksha's brother Hiranyakashipu swore to take revenge with Lord Vishnu for killing his beloved brother. He caused massive destruction and harmed humans and gods in the three worlds. He thought that the Devtas were under the power of Lord Vishnu, so he decided to harm them. He went to the mountains and prayed to Lord Brahma for many years to ask him for a boon of immortality. While he was busy meditating in the mountains, Lord Indra took the advantage and thought of attacking Hiranyakashipu's palace, thinking that the Asuras would be helpless without their leader. This was the perfect time to win over them. The Devtas attacked and won the battle. After killing several Asuras, Lord Indra saw Hiranyakashipu's pregnant wife Kayadu and thought of taking her along as a hostage so that whenever Hiranyakashipu returns, he would not attack the Devtas. Just then, Narad Muni appeared and stopped Lord Indra from doing so. Narad Muni got angry at Lord Indra for thinking of taking a pregnant woman as a prisoner. He asked Lord Indra to release Kayadu, as it was a sin to keep an innocent woman as a hostage and to kill a helpless child. He also informed him that her child was not an ordinary child. He would become the greatest devotee of Lord Vishnu and the three worlds would benefit him. Indra obeyed Narad Muni's orders and released Kayadu. She told Narad Muni that she did not want it to stay in the palace as she would be alone and helpless without a husband. So Narad Muni took her to his ashram and accepted her as his daughter so that she could live her life peacefully until her husband returns. During her stay at the ashram, Narad Muni started telling her stories about Lord Vishnu. Her unborn baby also heard all the spiritual stories along with her. After listening to them, she grew an attachment for Lord Vishnu. From his mother's womb, the unborn baby grew a strong bond of devotion with Lord Vishnu. The baby learned all the great principles of a good life through Narad Muni's preaching. Afterwards, Kayadu gave birth to a baby boy and named him Prahlad. Time flew and Hiranyakashipu's penance became very severe. The Devtas could feel the heat in the heaven and Lord Brahma was forced to appear in front of him to fulfill his wish. When Lord Brahma asked him for a boon, he told him that he wanted to be immortal. But the Lord refused as it was against the balance of life. Hiranyakashipu then thought for a while and asked him for another boon, that no man, god or animal created by Brahma could kill him. Nobody should be able to kill him during the day or night, neither under the sky nor the earth, with a weapon or bare hands, neither inside nor outside. Since Lord Brahma had refused the first boon, so he had no choice but to grant him this boon. Overjoyed and overconfident with this boon, Hiranyakashipu went back to his kingdom. He was disappointed to see the condition there. He went in search of his wife and found her in Narad Muni's ashram. He got his wife and son back to his palace. He got angry and decided to take revenge from Lord Indra. Hiranyakashipu went to the heaven to fight with the Devtas all alone and conquered the heaven. The Devtas were powerless due to this boon. He conquered the 3 worlds, but his aim was to defeat Lord Vishnu only. He tortured and killed everyone who prayed Lord Vishnu and forced them to worship him only. Conquering the outside world, he did not realize that his own son Prahlad had become a great devotee of Lord Vishnu. One day, while talking to his son, he asked, "Dear son, what do you think is the best thing to do in life?" Prahlad replied, "To seek refuge in Sri Hari." He was shocked to hear this. He told him to stop worshipping Vishnu and to start worshipping him instead, as he was the greatest than all. When Prahlad refused, he thought someone was brainwashing his son, so he sent him to his Guru Shukracharya's ashram for schooling. When Prahlad was at the ashram, he told his friends to worship Sri Hari only. This led to many punishments by the teachers, but they still could not eliminate his devotion. After he returned to his palace, his father Hiranyakashipu asked him, "Dear son, what did you learn at the ashram?" He replied, "One must always take the name of Sri Hari." Hiranyakashipu got very angry after listening to the reply. He even asked the teachers about how could they teach him to worship Vishnu. He was shocked to learn that Prahlad kept on teaching his fellow students that the essence of learning was in the name of Sri Hari's name. Prahlad even tried to explain his father that if he wished well for himself, then he must pray to Lord Vishnu. Hiranyakashipu could not take it. He immediately ordered his guards to kill him. The guards took their weapons and tried to cut Prahlad into half, but he sat down with his eyes closed and started praying to Lord Vishnu, and the weapons went through his body without giving him a single scratch on him. When Hiranyakashipu came to know about this, he ordered his guards to throw him down from the tallest mountain. When the guards threw him down, Prahlad kept chanting the name of Lord Vishnu, Sri Hari, Sri Hari, Sri Hari, and made his way back to his palace. Hiranyakashipu ordered to bring the most vicious snakes. But when the snakes saw Prahlad chanting Sri Hari, they twirled around him like ornaments. He was then given poison in his food, but this did not harm him too. Hiranyakashipu became more furious and sentenced Prahlad to death by drowning him into the ocean. He kept chanting Sri Hari, Sri Hari, Sri Hari, while the ocean lifted him over the waves and landed him safely on the shore. He was then taken to the mad elephants, but they too did not attack him. Every time Hiranyakashipu failed, Prahlad would come back chanting to his palace, Sri Hari, Sri Hari. Hiranyakashipu now decided to give him a rigorous punishment. He called out his sister Holika, who was given a boon that fire could not hurt her. A big bonfire was lit up with a pyre of wood, where Holika sat with Prahlad in her lap. Suddenly, the flames took over her body and she had to pay for a sinful act with her life. She was not aware that a boon worked only if she entered the fire alone. She violated the conditions of the boon by trying to burn Prahlad, so she had to die. Prahlad kept chanting Sri Hari, Sri Hari, Sri Hari and came out unharmed, and Lord blessed him for his extreme and sincere devotion. Everyone was shocked to see him come out alive while Holika was burned to ashes. Even today, this day is observed as Holika Dahan. Holi is derived from the name Holika and is celebrated as a festival of victory of good over evil. It is also celebrated as the triumph of a devotee, no matter how strong anyone may be. He cannot harm a true devotee, otherwise he will be burned to ashes. Hiranyakashipu lost his cool and dragged Prahlad and challenged him in his court. He asked him, "Where is your Vishnu?" Prahlad replied, "He is everywhere." Hiranyakashipu pointed to a pillar and asked him, "Is he there too?" Prahlad replied, "Yes." Hiranyakashipu shouted, "If he is inside this pillar, then ask him to come and save you. I will see who comes today." He then hit the pillar with his mace. To his surprise, the pillar cracked with a thundering sound, and out came a ferocious being. It had a body of a man and a face of a lion. He was angry and bloodlusted. Lord Vishnu had appeared in the form of Narsimha. Nar means man and Simha means lion. As the preserver of the universe, Lord Vishnu took the avatar of a ferocious being to eliminate the demon, King Hiranyakashipu, who had created a havoc in the three worlds. Narsimha rode aggressively and dragged Hiranyakashipu to the threshold of the courtroom, which was neither inside nor outside. At the twilight hour, when it was not a day or night, he placed him on his lap, which was neither under the sky nor on earth. Lord Narsimha pierced his claws into Hiranyakashipu's body, ripping him apart without any weapon. It was then when Hiranyakashipu saw Lord Vishnu in Narsimha, he understood his absurdity and died at the hands of Narsimha. Narsimha rode aggressively. Prahlad, being a true devotee, did not fear him, rather thanked him for saving his life. He was then crowned as the king by Lord Narsimha and took care of his people in the kingdom with honesty and righteousness. Okay friends, so hope you enjoyed the story. See you soon in my next episode with another exciting story from my golden chest. Till then, keep well and keep safe. This is me, Ashman Garg, signing off. Ciao.